This year, for the retreat, we had chosen the theme of Narad Bhakti Darshan. During the last two retreats, we covered the first 55 sutras. The entire scripture is of 84 sutras. So we will be doing the remaining one-third during the retreat. We are going to be starting with Sutra number 56. Very beautifully, this is a natural division where Naradji begins a new topic on devotion. Sutra number 56. Gauni, Tridha, Guna Bhedartadi, Bhedadva. Naradji has explained that there are two kinds of devotion. One is perfect devotion that we will receive by the grace of God and Guru, that is divine love. And the second is preparatory devotion or sadhana bhakti that we will have to do, which will prepare our vessel. So he is now going on to explain Gauni Bhakti or Sadhan Bhakti. This material energy under which all of us are presently is one of the many energies of God. Like this, God has got innumerable energies. Like all of you have different energies or powers. The power to see, the power to hear. So God has got innumerable energies. The highest of them is the Yogamaya Shakti, the divine energy. There's a beautiful story about Shankaracharya that many of you have heard from me before. Shankaracharya, in his explanation of Brahma, the Supreme Entity, said that the Supreme Entity doesn't have any energies. It is mere entity, Satchit Anand, Avyakt Shakti Rahit. However, an incident occurred in his life that opened his eyes. When, along with his disciples, he went to Kashi. Daily he would go for bathing at the Manikarnika Ghat, famous bathing ghat. So one day when he was returning, a woman was sitting with the dead body of her husband. It was a narrow street, as you may have seen in Kashi. The road got blocked. Shankaracharya stood there along with his disciples and said, "Mother, please give us way. We wish to go for bathing." That woman started crying more loudly, "My husband, so nice, so wonderful, why did God do this to him?" Shankaracharya said in a louder voice, "Mother, please give us way." She was not willing to budge. Finally, in an angry tone, he said, "What will happen by crying? Your husband has left. He is not going to come back." When he said that, that woman all of a sudden turned around to him. She said, "Acharya, why are you telling me to give way? Tell my husband to get up Leave this road, make way for you. Shankaracharya said, Mother, have you lost your balance in separation from your husband? That is a dead body. It has got no energy. How can it move? The woman said, Acharya, you have said that God has no energy. But we know that God has created this world. Can God create this world without energy? If it is possible for God to create this world without any Shaktis or energies, make my husband's dead body move without any energy. Tell him to get up and give way. If he can't do it, God can also not create this world without energies. So Shankaracharya was stunned. Who is this woman who has found a fallacy in my philosophy? In his Sharirik Bhashya, he has described God as Shakti Rahit, and this ordinary woman, he thought that when I debated with Vedavyas, I did Shastrarth. At that time, Vedavyas could not find any flaws. He was unable to defeat Shankaracharya. And finally, pleased, he gave his blessings. You are competent, Sarvatra Vijayi Bhava. And he said, this woman has found the flaw. So he blinked his eyes, and the next time he opened them, the whole scene had changed. In place of that woman was the divine energy of God, Mother Durga seated on the lion. Shankaracharya immediately understood that she has come to reveal to me her existence. He immediately lay down flat on the ground and offered his prayers to Mother Durga. The prayers that he offered at that time are famous today as the Ananda Lahiri. Shankaracharya's two prayers to Durga are very famous. You see, he has prayed to Sri Krishna, to Sri Ram, to Lord Shiv, to Mother Durga. So these two are famous. Saundarya Lahiri is even more famous, and the Anand Lahiri which he spoke at that time. So in sophisticated Sanskrit, he prayed to her, and the verses that emanated. So in that, he glorified her, and he said that God does create this world, but it is by your power that He creates. Without you, even God cannot create this world. So you are the reason for Srishti, Sthiti and Pralaya. So Durga Ji is the divine energy of God. And just like God manifests in different forms, as Ram, as Narayan, as Vishnu, because He is all powerful, He is not limited to one form. Similarly, His divine energy, which we call the Mother of the universe, she also manifests in different forms as Durga, Sita, Radha, Kali, etc. These are all different forms of that divine energy. Recently, somebody came to me and said, Swamiji, why do we look on God as the Father? Why can't we look on Him as the Mother? Because He has got more motherly qualities than fatherly qualities. He is kind-hearted, He is compassionate, He is forgiving, He is caring. So all these qualities associated with motherhood are more prominent in God. So can we not look on Him as the mother? I said in Hinduism, we definitely have God as the mother. So we have Sri Krishna and Sri Radha. That one supreme entity has taken on two forms. The Vedas say, the Samrahasya Upanishad states, Anadirayam Purusham Ekamevasti Tadeva Rupam Dvidha Vidhaya Samaradhana Tatparo Bhut Tasmat Tam Radham Rasikanandam Veda Vido Vadanti. That supreme entity has taken on the form as Shiv and Parvati, as Ram and Sita, as Narayan and Lakshmi, as Krishna and Radha. So one is the energetic, the possessor of the energy, and the second is the energy. Kripaluji Maharaj says, Joi Radha Soi Krishna hai, in mein bhed n maan Radhe Radhe. Ik hai ladini Shakti aru Shaktiman ik jaan Radhe Radhe. Radha is the Shakti and Krishna is the Shaktiman. So they are non-different, just like fire and its heat, they are one. Just like milk and its whiteness, can they be separated? Impossible. The moon, can its moonshine be separated from it? Impossible. So similarly, the scriptures tell us that Krishna and Radha are one. However, Radha is the energy, the divine energy. And it is by virtue of that divine energy that God does all these impossible things. Like, for example, in the Bhagavad Gita he says, Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavamyatma mayaya. The 4th chapter, 5th verse, he says, Arjun, I am a janma. I don't have any births. What is the need for God to remain hidden in some mother's womb for 9 months and take a birth? He says, I am a janma. However, prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavami atma mayaya. By my atma maya, that is the yoga maya, divine energy, I make a form, I take a divine birth. Again he says, Naham prakashah sarvasya yoga maya samavritah. He says, Arjun, I am seated in your heart, but you don't know me. Why? Because there's a curtain of yoga maya that is covering me. And all the divine leelas he does, he lifted Govardhan hill, this is all by his Shakti. He drank the forest fire and he killed Agasur, Bakasur, etc. This is all by his Shaktis. If that Shakti did not exist, God would have remained formless. In other words, it's only because of Radha that Krishna takes on a form and he manifests his Murli Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Prem Madhuri, etc. That is why a Rasik saint says, Adi mein na hoti jo Radhe ki rakar. You know, Radhe word has got ra in the beginning, the rakar. Adi mein na hoti jo Radhe ki rakar, to bhai Radhe Sham, Adhe Sham reh jate. In Radhe Sham, if you remove Ra, what is left is Adhe Sham. So, all that God is doing is by His energies. That doesn't mean that, you see, the energies are a part of Him. It is one entity that has taken on two forms. But the position of Radha is so important. And more importantly for us, the divine pastimes that God displays are again by His Yogamaya power. And this love that we are interested in is again a consequence of that Yogamaya power. That is why the devotee prays to Radha, Radhe Radhe Sham se mila de. If you go to Vrindavan, you will find it written on the walls, Radhe Radhe Sham se mila de. Oh Radharani, please be merciful on me. Bestow that divine love upon me so that I may meet Sham Sundar Shri Krishna. So from the devotee's point of view, Radhaji's position becomes even more important than Shri Krishna's position. Just like the Guru's position becomes more important than that of God. Because it is the Guru who leads us to God. It is the Guru through whom we receive God's grace. Similarly, we approach Krishna through Radha. So from the devotional viewpoint, Radhaji's position becomes so important. Doesn't mean that actually Radha is bigger, but from the perspective of the devotee, he places that position to Radha. So this divine realm of God is full of virodhabhas, contradictory attributes that are beyond the intellect. Like for example, Radha and Krishna are one. They can never be separated. Yet, in their divine pastimes, Krishna is always giving separation to Radha. He left Radhaji and the gopis and the Brajbasis and went away to Dwarka and stayed there for 100 years. Second Virodhabhas. Radhaji always wants Sri Krishna's happiness alone. That is her only objective. That is Radha love. We will discuss the Radha Bhav. And yet, in the divine pastimes, she keeps on fighting with Krishna. Why did you go there to Chandravali? Why did you not come with me? Why did you not do this? Why did you not do that? So you say, that kind of fighting, it's like, the husband-wife have out here in our earth planet as well. So the divine couple have the same kind of problems, is it? Compatibility problems? Not at all. That's a divine pastime beyond the intellect. Radhaji fights with Krishna not because her happiness has reduced. She fights to increase his happiness. You see, if somebody keeps on eating sweet all the time, how bored they will become, this you do not know because you've never done it. You mix it with salty foods and with sour fruits and bitter foods. You want the shat ras. But supposing for 1 week you had to eat only sweets, you would say, sweets are coming out of my ears, my eyes, everywhere, enough. Similarly, everybody is praising Sri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Sri Krishna Chandra ki jai, and so on. So when he gets a little bit of namkeen, his ras increases. His experience of bliss increases. Like I visit Gujarat, and one of the most formidable sweets in Gujarat is the Gujarati laddu. This big. So there is a saying in Gujarat that if you want a person to eat a second laddu, you give him some chutney after the first one, then he'll eat the second one as well. Similarly, Radhaji does all kinds of pastimes. I will not speak to you, I will not do that. So finally, when Sri Krishna meets Radha, his experience of bliss becomes even sweeter. So she fights to increase his bliss. This is the divine consciousness. Material consciousness, everything is for my happiness. And divine consciousness, everything is for Sri Krishna's happiness. And the third Virodhabhas, she is Sri Krishna's number one servitor. Her only goal is Sri Krishna Sukh. However, in the divine pastimes, she makes Krishna serve her. You may have seen, you may have heard, Sri Krishna is swinging Radharani. Sri Krishna is pressing Radhaji's feet. Ras Khan, he was originally, had a Muslim birth. But later on he became a devotee of Sri Krishna. So when he heard that Krishna serves Radha, he said impossible. In any case, in the Hindu tradition, Hindu society, it is the wife serving the husband. And then Sita ji is subordinate to Sri Ram and Parvati subordinate to Shiv. How is it the opposite? But then the Lord gave him darshan in that manner. So he said, Dekhyo duryo vah kunja kutir maha baithyo palotat radhika payan. He saw Sri Krishna actually sitting there and pressing Radhaji's feet. So why does Radha allow Krishna to press her feet? Because Krishna gets happiness in that. The goal is again the same, to make Krishna happy. So he gets happiness in serving his beloved Radha Rani. So Radhaji keeps giving him that opportunity. So this Radha Prem is impossible for us all to understand. A little description of it. Aurvasto mat katurapi katham durvaleno rasame tapah praudho harivirahajah sahyate tanna jane nishkranta chet bhavati hridayadyasya dhumachhatapi brahmandanam sakhikulam jwalaya jajwaliti. The Sukti Sudhakar states that when Radha doesn't have darshan of Krishna, the viragani, the fire of separation that burns in her heart, on top of the fire is smoke. On top of smoke is a hazy area because of the temperature change. You see on top of the flame, the smoke, and then little, because of temperature change, the hazy area. So that is called abhas. So the abhas on the smoke of the flame of separation that burns in Radhaji's heart when she doesn't see Sri Krishna, if that abhas was to come out of her body, the whole universe would get burned. That is the temperature of Radhaji's love. But again, by the Yoga Maya power, she keeps it inside. Unlimited bliss of union with Krishna. And unlimited divine pain of separation from Sri Krishna. That divine love, a fraction of it is received by the Mahasakhis. Lalita, Vishakha, Rangadevi, Tungavidya, etc., fraction of it. And a fraction of that is then received by the saints. And these saints, they create a flood on this earth planet merely by the fraction of the fraction. What Surdas did, what Mirabai, etc. did, that fraction of the fraction, they filled it in their bhajans, their kirtans, etc., and they distributed around the world to create this flood of Krishna Prem, divine love. So you can imagine the
So with that, okay. So Swamiji's lecture is always so divine. Today was exceptionally awesome. The divine love of Radharani to Krishna. I just didn't want to stop there, but we will continue the lecture in the next satsang. So for announcements, we have Mahaprasad sponsor for today, Durga and Madan Tirukunda and family. Thank you for sponsoring the Mahaprasad, and we pray that Radha Krishna's blessings and Swamiji's blessings and Maharaji's blessings always be with you and your family. We have some exciting, every week is so festive and beautiful at the Radha Krishna temple and JK Yoga activities going on. With that, we have the Diwali celebration that is coming up next week. So let's go over some of the details of the program. So when you go onto the Radha Krishna temple website, right on the first page itself, we have Diwali Mahotsav, celebrating Festival of Lights. It will be a virtual program where we can all join virtually online. A lot of activities planned for this beautiful, joyous, devotional, family, fun-filled Diwali Mahotsav. We have Lakshmi Puja on the first day, and then Hanuman Chalisa, Sundarkand Path, Sharda Puja, Ram Pujan, and soulful kirtans from our singers all around USA, and the most amazing Govardhan Puja. All of us are just getting ready for, getting all these things ready at the temple, and Panditji has also been preparing a lot of things for the next 4 days of joy, devotion, and festivities. With that, we have the schedule posted online, so please look it up. There are various seva opportunities we can be part of and take part. For the children, there is light fireworks for children. So the details of that will be posted on Facebook, so do look out for that. We are also inviting videos or pictures or anything that, like your wishes, like your family wishing your everyone around a happy Diwali, or any such videos you can share with us, and we would love to share that with everyone while we are doing the program. So if you have if you need more information about that, you can text anyone, Kriti or Smita ji, or even on the comment section on the YouTube, you can please text, and we can provide any information that is required. With that, I think we can go on, request that we start the Aarti.
जयति जगत गुरु गुरुवर की गाओ मेरी आरती रसिक वर की गाओ गाओ मेरी आरती रसिक वर की गुरु पद नख मणि चंद्रिका प्रकाश जाके उर बसे ताके मोहतम जाके बात रात तब हाथ करे आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। दून सिर कनक मुकुट झलके, दून श्रुति कुंडल भल भल के। दून मृग प्रेम सुधा छलके, जसीले बैर रसीले नैन, रसीले सैन। दून में तन मन हारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। दूने मृग चितवनी परवारी, दूने लट लट कनी छवि न्यारी। दूने भौमट कनी अति प्यारी, रसन मुख पान हसन मुस्कान। रसन दम कान, दून बेसर छवि न्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। एक उर पीताम्बर पहरे, एक उर नीलाम्बर लहरे। दून उर नर मोतिन झलरे, काकनन खनक किंकिनिन झनक। नूपुरन भनक, दून रुन झुन धुनि प्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। एक सिर मोर मुकुट राजे, एक सिर चूनरी छवि छाजे। दून सिर तिरछे भल भ्राजे, संग ब्रज बाल लाडली लाल। पागल डाल कृपालु दून दृग चारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, के बनवारी नथवारी की। श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन, हरण भव भय दारुणम्। नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर, कंज पद कंजारुणम्। कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरद सुंदरम्। पटपीत मानवुतडित रुचि शुचि, नौमि जनक सुतावर
मंगल निराजनम समर्पयामि। बोलिए श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। गजानन गणपति भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान जी महाराज की जय। सीतारामचंद्र भगवान की जय। गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। परम पूज्य श्री जगद्गुरु कृपालु जी महाप्रभु की जय। राधा कृष्ण मंदिर की जय। जय जय श्री राधे। जय जय श्री राधे। जय जय श्री राधे। 3-4 दिन का कार्यक्रम को तो आप सबने सुन लिया, लेकिन एवरी मंडे हम लोग भगवान शिव जी का अभिषेक करते हैं 6:15 बजे 6:15 को। तो सभी लोग उसमें सहभागी होना चाहते तो हो सकते हैं। और एवरी मंगलवार हनुमान चालीसा तेल सिंदूराभिषेक भी सप्ताह में 1 टाइम होता है, तो आप सभी लोग ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। सायंकाल 6:15 बजे कार्यक्रम से 6:15 बजे से 7 बजे तक पौना घंटा भगवान की पूजा होती है। एवरी मंडे भगवान शिव जी का अभिषेक और तेल सिंदूराभिषेक और हनुमान चालीसा मंगलवार को, और संडे सत्संग जो हो रहा है वैसे। राधे राधे।